Hey guys, it's JJ. Welcome back to the DC State Dynasty. We are 3-0 overall after the first 3 games of the season. We won our first conference game, and so far it's been a pretty successful season. The offense looks pretty good, and we're gonna really start into the conference schedule today. For the first game, we actually have a few visits with Josh Suggs, 5-star speed rusher, defensive end, 6'6", 250 out of Pennsylvania, elite finesse moves, and great athlete. So definitely somebody we want on the team. Next one is Max Levine, a 5-star defensive tackle out of the Bronx, 6'4", 302. Also a speed rusher with even better speed moves, finesse moves, 91 strength, 86 tackling, looks very good as well. And then we're going to have a linebacker visit as well, Jaden Daly, a run stopper, 6'3", 230 out of Pennsylvania. Daly is very good against the run. 60 zone coverage doesn't look great, so probably won't be somebody that will start early. But somebody to watch out for in a couple of years maybe. And then we're also going to have Demarius Hakeem visit, a man-to-man corner, 6 foot, 194 out of Shelby, Ohio. Hakeem has 98 speed, 89 excel, so an elite level athlete with 81 man coverage. His zone is something we don't know anything about, but also 78 press, so already very high hopes for him as well. First game is going to be against Syracuse, and they do have one specific player that I really like, that I also tried to recruit, but by the last week when he actually decided, we were in the lead for that battle the whole time, but Hugh Bowling didn't want to join us. He wanted to go to Syracuse. Syracuse's quarterback is Ty Durrell. Durrell has 94 throw power, pretty good elusiveness, lots of athleticism overall, and he has basically no skill caps on the most important skills. Very solid accuracies, but not great. However, with 91 speed, 98 acceleration, dude can run so fast. The running back is George Moody, 6 foot, 181 out of Yonkers, New York, a 4-star recruit with some decent hands, very solid hands actually, good elusiveness, not much power, 88 speed, solid, but nothing to be scared of. The top receiver is Ethan Fritz, wears number 6. Fritz is a 6'2", 171 out of Warwick, Rhode Island. Ethan Fritz has very solid elusiveness. He's a great route runner, just not down the field. He's got some decent athleticism, but overall just a decent number 1 overall receiver. And then we have Siphon Noriega, is the number 2 receiver, wears number 88, 6'4", 198 out of Irvington, New Jersey. Noriega is an okay route runner, has some pretty good hands, decent elusiveness, and no athleticism worth mentioning. So not really scared of that dude. Then they also got Maurice Sumner, the tight end, wears number 82. He's a 5-star recruit, 6'5", 238 out of Buffalo, New York. He went to Syracuse instead of Buffalo. Sumner has some decent hands. He's not a great route runner at all, and he does not have much athleticism overall either. So this is an offense that I'm not really scared about too much. Syracuse does have a decent offensive line, but it's also nothing spectacular. It's just a bunch of low to mid 80s overall starters. The defensive line looks pretty strong. Raphael Britt, 6'4", 288 on the edge. Britt has 91 power moves, 79 finesse moves, so crazy good athlete as well. The run stopping is decent. Needs a little more work as a finesse rusher, but definitely someone to be scared of. And then this is the guy that I was talking about, Hugh Bowling. He's a power rusher off the edge, 6'1", 246. Bowling has very good power and finesse moves. He's got lots of hit power and strength. He's a solid run stopper, even though that 71 block shedding doesn't look crazy good or anything, but he also has some pretty solid coverage ability and crazy good athlete as well. So definitely somebody to watch out for. And then something I forgot to mention, the D-line. They do have a solid defensive end duo, but the defensive tackle unit looks very weak. Devin DeGeer is the top corner on this team. DeGeer has very solid man coverage and press ability. Catching rating looks great, but 77 zone is definitely lower than what you want in a number one corner, and also only 89 speed, and that's your number one corner. So not a great athlete, and definitely somebody that we should be able to abuse. Dion Dexter is the top safety on this team. Very solid in run support, 97 hit power, oh man. But his coverage ability is just absolutely awful. He's not even a great athlete either. He only has hit power and that's it. Now, we have not faced Syracuse before, so this is going to be a first. Definitely not counting on facing them a lot again either, but yeah, we're gonna kick it off here to Syracuse Orange. I'd say overall we are definitely the favorites in this game. While they do have a very good quarterback, I think we can match that. We have better running backs. We have, I think, better receivers as well. We have a better offensive line. We have a better overall defensive line, even though that defensive end looks pretty good. It's just one player, and we have a very solid, stout front. We have the better linebacker unit. We have the better cornerback unit and the better safety unit as well. Now, Syracuse doesn't care about that, and they're going to start it off already in positive territory with a great throw by Durrell. And now he's going to go down. Ball falls incomplete. Steven Nizialik with the pressure. No points for Syracuse. They go out with a punt, and Westbrook gets somebody to jump. And we're just going to decline that one. Huntley with a very nice first down catch. First and 10 for Westbrook. It's TJ Proctor in the backfield, and he's going to hand it off. And he's got 9 yards on the play, and that's the first good run on the day for TJ Proctor. As Dalton Ellington now checks in. The pressure is coming in, but Wade Huntley wide open. He gets 8 yards and a first down over the middle. And we're going to move the sticks into field goal range now. First and 10. Dalton Ellington stays in. 6-man pressure. And Westbrook just about got it away. Huntley with another catch. 8 yards over the middle. But we have Westbrook out on an injury right now. That does not look great. So we're going to see Larry Tonga for a few snaps here. And he's going to hand it off to Proctor. He's got some running room. And he gets about 9 yards on the play. Very solid effort, and Westbrook is already back in. We're going to have Dalton Ellington go absolutely nowhere. On 3rd and goal, they ran it from the 8, and that didn't work out at all. So DC State actually with a field goal to start the game on the opening drive there. And now we're going back to the Syracuse Orange offense. And they're going to start off with a very nice first down run. And now Durrell is going to be intercepted. It's Ben Baskerville taking it away from the defense, from the offense, and giving it back to our own offense. Ben Baskerville. I mean, that was a pretty ill-advised throw. Double coverage there. And Baskerville was just in perfect position all the way through the play. And then we have TJ Proctor down with an injury as well. We're halfway through the second quarter already, by the way, because these drives from DC State waste away so much time. And Proctor keeps running even though he's injured. He is still going to have a new first down there. And now we're a half a minute away from the 2-minute warning. And Westbrook's going to get it away. The catch is made, and it is going to be a touchdown. Wade Huntley's in the end zone. And this is a 10-0 lead, first touchdown of the day. And Syracuse now has about 2.5 minutes before the end of the half. to do something about this 10-point lead now. It was a very solid and efficient possession here, and Huntley with a very nice catch in the end zone. Wide open there, 2 steps of separation. 1st and 10 for Ty Durrell, and he is gonna throw it to the outside, and wide open is Fritz, the number 1 receiver, who's got the first down. And now we're 2 minutes and 12 seconds out. We've got Durrell again on a throw here to number 19. Do not know who that is. 2nd and inches coming up. And Durrell has his lead running back in the backfield. Throws it over the middle, and Fritz has got another catch. And that's going to get him across midfield into DC State territory. We're inside 2 minutes now, and Durrell has a 4-man pressure against him. And he's just going to take off and get the yardage with his legs, at least 8 yards of it. So 3rd and 2 is very manageable. They do convert, and now it's 1st and 10, and over the middle it's Fritz again, and he's got another first down catch, 19 yards. And now it's crunch time. 48 seconds on the clock. Durrell gets it away again on time. This is his running back Moody with a 9-yard gain, and make this a very easy 3rd and goal now, and they are not gonna get it. Trayvon Melvin with perfect coverage should have had an interception there. 4th and goal, 4 seconds away from the end of the game, and they are not going to get the field goal either. No points for Syracuse on this pretty good drive. They should have had the touchdown there, man. But Durrell almost throws a 2nd interception, and then they missed the field goal. So overall, a pretty dominant possession for DC State in the 2nd quarter gives them a 10-0 lead, and they hold on to it. 1st and 10 from Westbrook here. He gets it away to Huntley, who tried to make the corner miss, but couldn't get it done. Still a first down catch. Now they are running clock here. Westbrook is going to get it away again to Huntley, and that's another catch for 9 this time. Make this a 2nd and 1 very easy. A few downs later, it's 2nd and 10. Westbrook gets it away to Stockton, and that's going to be a first down. And they're going to move the chains again, 12 yards for Isaiah Stockton. And they're going to have an injury timeout here. TJ Proctor is out for the rest of this game, bruised sternum, not coming back on his last run. So we're going to see Dalton Ellington finish out this game here as 3rd and 6, and they did not stand a chance on that run. So yet again, DC State going for it with a run on 3rd down and not getting the sticks moved. Another field goal for Donald Lanovoy, and we are up by 13 now. So still a two-score possession, and Fritz is again wide open here against Willie Pounds. The linebacker was a mismatch. 2nd and 10, Durrell, 5-man rush, and wide open over the middle. That's the number 2 receiver from the outside. He had a very nice in-breaking route, wide open, and they moved the chains. 3rd and 10 now, and Ty Durrell is just going to take off again, and he gets the yardage and takes the contact. Manny Fine takes him down, but doesn't fumble it away. Now inside the red zone, 1st and 10. Play action shot for Durrell, gets it away to his tight end, and that's going to be another first down. 3rd and goal from the 3. Durrell has 4-man pressure, and this one's going to be out of bounds. They are going to attempt another field goal here. I would have challenged that one, first of all, and then second of all, I would have gone for it on 4th down, and they miss another field goal, so they won't get any points out of that possession either. And now Dalton Ellington cutting it back to the middle. He gets about 9 yards. And now 2nd and 4 a few downs later. Westbrook has a 0 blitz, and he can't get it away. Breaks 1 sack, but then goes down even though a receiver was wide open. Couldn't get it away, so that's a drive ender, and DC State is going to have to punt it back to Syracuse, and they now have pretty great field position, and just with one play, they're already in positive territory. 3rd and 5 for Ty Durrell. Double twin set, throws it away to the outside, so that's going to be a drive ender. No, actually, they are going for it on this one. 4th and 3. And nowhere to go. That's a 2-yard loss, and it's Nate Square, the free safety, in the backfield there. So we're going to try to run out the rest of this clock. Gage Hocker to the outside, 15-yard play on the bubble screen. 2nd and 3. Dalton Ellington is the back, and he's gonna get the handoff and tries to juke out the safety. Didn't really work out, but he did get a massive run for 13 yards and a new first down. Now we're at the 2-minute warning already. Westbrook's gonna get it away on the outside. It's George Stingley, first catch up for him today. He's gonna get the first down. And now 1st and 10 for Austin Westbrook. And wide open is his slot receiver, Isaiah Stockton. And he's going to dive into the end zone. And that's going to be a touchdown. DC State up by 3 scores now. It's 20-0. And we're inside 2 minutes now. 1 minute and 49 seconds away from the end of the game. We're just going to skip ahead. And they actually did get 2 touchdowns in garbage time. They did get an onside kick recovery as well, but it was too late by that point. The game had already been over. Player of the game is Austin Westbrook, even though he didn't even have barely 100, like not even 150 yards, but 80% completion percentage, 2 touchdowns, no picks. I mean, that's exactly what you want to see. Durrell had a pretty solid game. He did throw 1 interception and 1 interception-worthy pass as well. But he also ran it a bunch of times for first downs that were very important. They should have just gotten a few more points earlier in the game with those missed field goals. TJ Proctor, Dalton Ellington, very solid day on the ground for those two. Wade Huntley gets 9 catches for 62 yards. Isaiah Stockton had a couple important conversions. Stingley with a good catch over there. And then for Syracuse, man, Ethan Fritz, he was not even like covered at all today. He had 6 catches for 90 yards, man. Unreal stuff. Hugh Bowling flew all over the field. 15 tackles, 4 TFLs for that dude as well. I mean, that's kind of unbelievable. But they did not get a lot of production in the pass rush. No interceptions. We did get the 1 interception with Ben Baskerville. And that is gonna do it for that game. And we're gonna have even more great news. We have a new running back, Chester Amato. He's gonna join the team. Looks pretty solid. We also get Josh Suggs, the visit from this last game. He decides to come here. 5-star edge rusher. I mean, that's exactly what you want to see. The year that you're gonna graduate 3 edge rushers. We're also gonna get the middle linebacker. Jaden Daly shows up. Demarius Hakeem, the corner as well. This is exactly what you want to see. We're gonna take a quick look at those guys. We also, by the way, we already have a quarterback. We have a receiver and the tackle. So the recruiting class is shaping up to be very nice. Amato is an elusive back, 5'10", 191, 92 speed, 92 excel, solid juke and spin moves, decent break tackle rating. It's already a good start. We have 2 offensive linemen recruited as well. We've got an edge rusher now, so that should be doing that one as well. 6'6", 250 with 86 finesse moves, 86 acceleration, 82 speed, 82 strength. A great athlete with elite finesse moves right off the bat. Then we are going to get the middle linebacker, Jaden Daly. So we're in great position there as well. He's a very solid athlete with 86 tackling, 82 pursuit. Zone coverage needs a lot of work, but he's going to get there eventually. We have very good linebackers at the moment anyway, so he's not going to have to start next year. Demarius Hakeem, the corner, 6 foot, 194 out of Ohio. Hakeem has elite speed, like I already said, 81 man, 78 press. Right off the bat, gonna be a great corner, but don't know anything about the zone, so might have to sit for a couple years. Max Levine, 5-star defensive tackle. This is, by the way, a bye week that we had to sim, and after a bye week, we get more players, and one of them is Max Levine, the defensive tackle. We also get the safety, Sharif Rawls. So 2 more 5-star players join this DCSU unit. Defense looks great now. Max Levine, 6'4", 302. Levine is an elite level pass rusher with crazy athleticism and 87 finesse moves, 91 strength, man. Dude looks unbelievable. Even 82 hit power right off the bat. I hope this dude can force some fumbles, man. That's been an area that doesn't look great for us. And then we're also going to get the safety here, Sharif Rawls, 6'1", 213. He didn't even have to visit for him to join the team. 96 speed, 91 acceleration at the back end, coupled with 79 man and 76 zone right off the bat. Man, this dude is going to be unbelievable. Very high hopes for him. And then for this next game, we have more visits. It's going to be Levi Traore out of Franklin, Tennessee, 6'2", 216. Traore is a very solid physical receiver with 92 speed, 90 acceleration. That's solid. 83 catch in traffic, 87 spec catch, 80 catching. So all the catching ratings in the 80s, 83 release as well. This guy looks really good. And then we're also going to have Lamarcus Fiedler, the tight end, going to visit. Tight end, 6'5", 244, so a big dude out of Hamilton, Ohio. Fiedler has very solid catching ratings right off the bat, decent short route running, 83 XL. If that's any indication for speed, that should be fine. We're also going to have a defensive tackle in a really heated battle, Quincy Azuma. He's going to visit us as well. And that's a really heated battle. Dude has 86 strength, 84 power moves, with 80 hit power as well. Dude looks like a crazy good athlete. Not quite as good as Max Levine in my opinion, but if we get him, should be a very solid second defensive tackle. And boy, we need it. UCLA is going to be our next opponent. We're going to have a pretty solid game against them, I hope. It's not the strongest team in the Big Ten, but they do have some very good players. They are quarterbacked by Rashad Pettigrew, 5'11", 218. Pettigrew is a scrambling archetype quarterback, a former 3-star with 96 throw power. He's got some solid elusiveness, but his accuracies across the board are a little bit mediocre. I mean, it's mid-80s, so it's not horrible, but need a little work there. And also, he does have some speed. So Pettigrew, definitely somebody to watch out for. The top running back is Brian Turbin, 5'9", 180, out of Scottsdale, Arizona. Former 3-star, elusive back. Turbin has very solid elusiveness, decent hands, okay route running, no power, and decent athleticism, but not somebody to be massively scared of. The top receiver is Tyree QT, 5'7", 175, out of Newport Beach, California. QT has very solid elusiveness. He's a decent route runner. He has good hands, not much power, and 85 speed is not even great at all. That's very bad, actually. And then the number 2 receiver is going to be Garrison Simonson, 6'4", 202, out of Lakewood, California. Simonson has very solid route running ability, especially his release at 92 is really good. The catching ratings are a little bit all over the place, but all in all, pretty solid. And then 95 speed, 82 XL. This dude is really weird. Jarek Trimble is the number 3 receiver. Trimble has there's only 5'8", 181, so a very small receiver. Trimble has very good route runnings, especially down the field. He's a deep threat with pretty bad hands, honestly. I mean, high 70s, that's not good at all. He's got some good elusiveness though, and pretty decent athlete, so just watch out for the athleticism on that front. And then they've also got a solid tight end here, Maka Taumo EPL, 6'3", 221. He has not great hands or great road running, but he's got some power, he's got some quickness. Dude can run for sure, and he can block, so definitely a solid tight end choice here. Now, this UCLA offensive line, at first glance, does not look great. They do have a solid center here. They have a solid right guard, but he's injured, so we're going to see a backup there. A decent one, at least, but overall, this offensive line is just nothing to write home about. I'd say they also missed their right tackle, so there's going to be a backup starting as well. at 2 positions on this team. That's not great news for UCLA because our defensive line should overwhelm that O-line, definitely. They don't have also great edge rushers. They only have a solid defensive tackle here in James Torrance. Great run stopper with lots of athleticism. Not a great pass rusher at all, but at least he can stop the run, which against us, that's the most important thing you need to be able to do. James Torrance, 94, watch out. John Michael Ivory, best player on the team, the middle linebacker. San Bernardino is his hometown. 6'2", 236. Ivory is very good at play recognition. He doesn't have any pass rush to write home about. He's got lots of hit power. He's an elite level run stopper. Decent in coverage with 80 zone. That's pretty good. And 92 speed, 91 excel. So Ivory definitely the captain of this team and defense over the middle there. Watch out for Ivory. Noah Bowanko is the top corner, and yeah, he's good in man coverage. Actually, solid in man coverage. Good in run stopping. Nothing crazy in zone, and 89 speed. So definitely a player that we want to target here. He does have the Platinum House Call ability. So far we have played them twice. We split the series so far. This is now game 3. And overall we are by far the better team. We have the better quarterback. We have better running backs. We have a better receiving unit. We have by far a better O-line. We have a better D-line. So we should win the battle in the trenches by a lot. We do not have a better linebacker than they do, but we have the better linebacker unit. We have by far better cornerbacks and more athletic cornerbacks as well. And then we have a better safety duo as well. We're going to start it off with a run here. TJ Proctor up the guts for 9 yards. That's a good start. And then 3rd and 1 coming up. And TJ Proctor is going to get the handoff up the middle. Breaks a tackle. Gets 9 yards again. And that's going to be a first down. And a few downs later, we're already in the green zone. Hand it off to Ellington. And this is not going to go anywhere. 4th down. So, I mean, that's not good news. 4th and goal from the 1. Westbrook's going to hand it off to Proctor into the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown. The former quarterback, the former receiver, now turned running back, has another touchdown. TJ Proctor has been the face of this offense this year. Was a backup last year as a receiver, but we turned him into a running back, and he looks absolutely stellar. Now they're going to run it here, and that's bad news for us as they get a huge run, spring a 19-yarder. And now 1st and 10 from the 44. They're going to motion out the running back and throw it with Pettigrew. What a catch over the middle, a diving attempt. Rashad Pettigrew with slightly overthrown ball there. And now they're going to go draw, but nowhere to go. We've got 2 men in the backfield. It's Crook and Nizialek. So that's going to be a tough 4th down now. And the field goal is blocked, and it was actually not Jimmy Busby. It looked a little bit like it, but he was actually late to the party. It's actually Mitchell Zeman who got the block here. Look at Busby coming in from the edge, but he was a little bit late. Zeman, however, he breaks through the middle, and this field goal is not going to go anywhere. So still 7-0, and Pettigrew has to leave the field here with the UCLA offense. We're going to get the run going again with TJ Proctor instead, and that's a pretty huge run. Just like that, we're already in opposing territory. Get it away to Wade Huntley, break a tackle, 11 yards, and another 1st down. 3rd and 7. Now this one's going to be a little bit tougher, but Westbrook's going to have his favorite receiver wide open. It's Wade Huntley, the freshman, and he's got another 1st down, taken down at the 1. At the half-yard line. 3rd and goal from the half-yard line. Handed off to Ellington. That's a touchdown, wide open. Last year's starter, who is now a 2nd-string running back. He does get a touchdown on this day as well. 14-0 already. We're halfway through the 2nd quarter. And now UCLA, they've got a problem because they need to score here. And they have not been able to show that they can do that, and instead they're gonna get sacked. It's Cordale Newcomb in the backfield for his 1st sack of the day. Pettigrew goes down. 3rd and 4 after a punt, because that was a drive ender. Westbrook's back out with his offense. Isaiah Stockton's wide open. Jukes out the corner. What a play for Isaiah Stockton. And we have another injury for TJ Proctor. Not a great look here. Dude has been injured a lot this season, but usually small stuff. 3rd and 5, get it away to Ellington. 1st down, 9 yards, and they move the chains again. Now we're going to have a 3rd and 2, hand it off to Joey Meadows. Up the gut, into the end zone. It's a touchdown, and I think this is Joey Meadows' first rushing touchdown ever in college football. Joey Meadows is the 3rd string running back at the moment, and he gets in there as well. Dude out of Ohio gets a score, and with that we're going to go to halftime, 21-0 at the half. And of course, if you enjoy this video, I'd appreciate if you gave it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, as the White Tigers lead a pretty dominant game so far. UCLA has not been showing that they could actually keep up with the White Tiger offense, and now we're gonna see a run here. Pettigrew takes off and gets the 1st down. It's about 13 yards, and now 1st and 10 from the 27. Pettigrew is gonna hand it off, and a wide open running lane. I mean, that's not good. That's gonna be a new 1st down, about 15 yards on the play. 3rd and 1 across midfield now, and they are not gonna get it. It's Joe Mandarino, the linebacker turned safety, is in the backfield here, and delivers the final tackle on that drive. So another drive wasted away for UCLA, and Wade Huntley, another opportunity for him to show what he can do, about 10 yards on that play. And with that, Westbrook is at 500 career passes completed. I mean, that's pretty stellar. 1st and 10, Westbrook hands it off to Ellington. Lots of running room to the outside. Tried to juke the safety, but that didn't work out. And now he seems to be injured as well. I mean, that's not great news either. So we're going to see Joey Meadows in the backfield again. Has not been playing much this season, but he's going to get an opportunity here as we see Isaiah Stockton for a 9-yard gain over the middle there. 2nd and 1. Meadows still in. Double twin set for DCSU. And we're going to go with the QB keeper on the read option. Breaks a tackle as well. 21 yards for Austin Westbrook. And again, Dalton Ellington doesn't look like he's going to return very soon. So it's just going to be Joey Meadows instead. And we're going to see another read option. It's a touchdown. Austin Westbrook in the end zone again. And he has been doing that pretty much every game last year. And he tries to continue to do that today as well. I've not seen much of him running in the last 6 quarters, I guess. But they try the read option, nowhere to go for Pettigrew. Dylan McCaffrey with a huge loss. And with that, we're going to jump ahead. 4th and 10 to start the 4th quarter here. And in the end zone, it's going to get intercepted off the deflection. We're going to take it out. Joe Mandarino gets an interception here. And I mean, this UCLA offense looks absolutely awful. 28-0. And they throw a pick at the goal line here. With that, we're just going to jump ahead to the end because this UCLA team looked awful. Not able to do anything about both sides of the football, actually. We did not have a very efficient passing attack today, but it didn't matter because the run was working so well. Our trenches were working, this UCLA team. And Westbrook, he did throw an interception at the end there, but honestly, who cares at this point? We've got... That was actually not Pettigrew that threw the interception. They took him out after the 3rd quarter. That was the backup who threw the interception. But it doesn't matter. We've got TJ Proctor, 4.4 per carry. We've got Meadows at 6 yards a carry. We had Austin Westbrook at 7.5 per carry. I mean, if you can't stop the run, then how are you going to win, man? We got Wade Huntley for 8 catches, 111 yards, no touchdowns. We've got Stockton. We've got Joey Meadows with 3 drops in this game, and George Stingley had 2 drops in the game. So that's also a reason why the completion percentage was so low. If you add those 6 drops in this game on top, I mean, we've got a 19 of 28 stat line for Westbrook, and this looks a lot better. But apparently a couple of guys didn't want to catch any passes today. Instead, we're gonna move on to the third game here shortly. It was a dominant showing for this DC State team again. We're 5-0 now, and the heart of the schedule is going to come up actually next episode with the tougher games. This episode is more the laid back, get into the schedule kind of episode. And we do get even more commits here. We've got Levi Traore and LaMarcus Fiedler, running back. No, he's a receiver. A receiver and a tight end also joined the team. And with that, we're almost done recruiting this year. Levi Traore is 6'2", 216. We already talked a little bit about him. He's a physical archetype receiver. All the catching ratings in the 80s, plus 83 release. He's got 90 XL, 92 speed, 78 short route running. Looks very good. With that, by the way, we have recruited 1 quarterback, 1 running back, 2 receivers, and a tight end. So the skill position group is basically done. I'm just working on a running back from Washington, D.C. just to have the pipeline requirements filled, and we need a new fullback. So I'm working on those 2 still, but apart from that, the recruiting is almost done here, and Fiedler looks crazy good as a tight end. We've got two offensive linemen, we got a defensive end, we got a defensive tackle, we got a linebacker, a corner, and a safety. So in total, I mean, we are almost done recruiting there. And we're not even halfway through the season, man. Next game is going to be Maryland, and they have had our number in the beginning of the series, but the last couple of meetings, we turned it around. Actually, only one, I think. They're quarterbacked by Sam Isiala. This is our only in-game rivalry, actually, that is an actual in-game rivalry. We also have rivalries against Virginia and Navy. We play them every year, but this is the actual only real rivalry in this game. And they have a solid quarterback there, but nothing to write home about. They do have a pretty solid running back here in Jaden Dawsey. He's got lots of power. He's got solid hands, actually just solid carrying. He's got some decent elusiveness as well. He's a great route runner and 93 speeds. Man, Dawsey's definitely somebody to be scared about. And then this dude is the dude to be most scared about, Mike Vickerson. I tried to recruit him back in the day, season 1. We couldn't get it. We could not get him. 6'2", 213 out of Salem, Virginia, a former 4-star. He's basically uncapped, 95 overall player. He's an elite route runner with 99 release. All the route runnings are in the 90s. He's got all the catching ratings in the 90s, and even carrying is in the 90s. He's got some elusiveness and 95 speed, and because that's not enough, he's got the platinum sure hands and a golden 50-50 abilities. So Mike Vickerson is that dude, the best player in the conference, I think. We're gonna have to watch out for him, man. Or number 88, pay attention. They're actually also gonna miss their number 2 receiver, so that's not great news. Instead, the new number 2 is now Jordan Weaver, 6', 175 out of Wilmington, Delaware. Jordan Weaver is a solid underneath route runner with decent hands, but overall, I mean, this dude would not even be a number 5 receiver on our team. Decent athlete at least, I guess, but nothing spectacular. They do have a pretty solid tight end here in Zach Starks. Starks is 6'5", 244 as a tight end. He has pretty solid catching ratings, actually, and no route running to be worth mentioning. But he's a very solid athlete. 85 speed at tight end in this game is actually pretty good. They also do have what looks like a horrible line, but actually none of those players are starting because for some reason they only recruit for the right side of the line. They do have multiple right guards. One of them is going to start at left guard, obviously, and they also do have the same phenomenon on right tackle. So I think overall this line is decent. They have some mid-80s starter, mid-80s for overall starters, couple injuries as well, but a solid line overall, I'd say. Now, they also do have another great player on the defense. and it's Dorian Payne. 6'1", 255, a little bit short for a defensive end, but 85 finesse, 85 power, very good pass rusher. He's got some power, he's got good run stopping ability as well, and great athleticism. So overall, definitely somebody to be scared of here. They also got Joe Monty, his backup. Man, that dude, I mean, he's gonna start on the other side, obviously. They're both listed at right end. I don't know why this team can only recruit on the right side of their lines. Joe Monty, very good finesse and power rusher. Not a great run stopper, but this defensive end duo looks pretty solid. Now, the defensive tackle unit looks pretty weak, just to throw that in there. And then they have Kevin Bjornsson as their top linebacker. I mean, he's a solid run stopper, but that coverage ability needs a little work. He's not a great athlete. Doesn't really have much blitzing upside. It's okay. Now, they do have a couple of corners that are pretty solid. Ezekiel Fung, man coverage is decent. 77 press, 82 man is okay. 77 zone is okay, but like, this is nothing to write home about. And this dude has 84 speed. Like, what on earth? And then another player that I tried to recruit and they stole him from me, Billy Westbrook out of Washington, D.C. He developed crazy good after the first offseason, and he had a plus 17 overall jump in training from the first offseason. Elite in man coverage, but horrible in zone. 62 zone, like, you need to work on that, man. There is a lot of work to be done there if you want to be a solid starter. But at least this dude has 96 speed, so at least they have a solid starter there. And he's going to face Wade Huntley mostly today, so Wade Huntley is going to have some issues here with an elite level corner on the other side. We're going to see how this battle is going to shake out. And then they do have a solid safety here in Emmett Morris. Good in run stopping, decent in coverage, horrible athlete. Nothing to write home about either. This secondary definitely lacks speed. Actually, we did win the last 2 games against them. We lost the first 2 meetings against them. But today is going to be the tiebreaker, and we are the heavy favorites in this game. But it is going to be an away game, so Maryland has a slight advantage in that department. But we have the better quarterback, we have better running backs, we have better overall receivers. We do not have the best receiver because that's definitely Mike Vickerson, no doubt about it. And we have the better offensive line, even though Maryland has a solid O-line. We have a better D-line overall. We do not have better defensive ends, but overall we have the better average D-line. If you include the defensive tackles, we have better linebackers, we have a better corner unit, we have a better safety unit, and right off the bat, Dossie gets a huge run, 13 yards, springs out there for 13 yards, and then 1st and 10, and they're gonna throw it, and Iziala gets 8 yards on the play, and that's another great start here for Maryland. 2nd and 2, handed off to Dossie, pancake, Dylan McCaffrey. There, the left guard had a great matchup there, and Dossie gets another great run. That went about 16 yards. Iziala hands it off to Dossie, and another massive run, another 1st down, 10 more yards. And they look unstoppable at the moment. 1st and 10, and Iziala going down once and twice and 3 times. Newcomb, the first one there, couldn't finish it. Had to bring in the cavalry, but that's going to be a massive sack. So let's see if we can get off the field here. 2nd and 16, get it away, and that one's gonna be caught for a 9-yard gain, but they have an injury on the play, so that's not good news. Bernard is out, one of the guards, I think. 3rd and 9, Iziala is gonna scramble, he takes off, and that's gonna be a fumble, and DC State's gonna recover. This was a pretty much unstoppable opening drive for Maryland, and he had the 1st down on that run as well. No need to take the contact, man, but he decides to take the contact, as Manny Fine is the one to knock it loose, and that's a pretty substantial hit there. And coming up with the football is Dylan McCaffrey. 2nd and 7. Westbrook is gonna keep it on the read option and got a solid block by Huntley. What a move by Austin Westbrook. And he's gonna get a huge first down run out of that one. What a play for Westbrook. 3rd and 1, and Westbrook is gonna hand it off to Proctor up the gut, and that's easy. 9 yards for TJ Proctor. 1st and 10. Proctor stays in the game, but we're gonna pass it now. Slant caught. It's Wade Huntley, and that is against Billy Westbrook, who had solid coverage on the play, but Huntley made the catch anyway. 1st and goal, cut it up the middle, and that's gonna be a touchdown. It's TJ Proctor in the end zone, and DC State's not waiting around to get the scoring started here. 7-0, and we're still in the 1st quarter after Maryland had a dominant opening drive and then fumble it away in field goal range there. 3rd and 7 for Isiala, and they're gonna throw it 4-man pressure. Isiala going down, and that's yet again Cordale Newcomb in the backfield there. 30 career sacks for him. I mean, that's good news. He's a senior, so this is his last opportunity to break some records at this school. 2nd and 4 for Austin Westbrook, and they're going to hand it off to TJ Proctor. What a juke move against the safety there. Springing outside, getting a few extra yards. And now we're in the 2nd quarter, by the way. Westbrook gets it away to Wade Huntley. That's 19 yards on the play, and he has his 2nd catch of the day. 1st and goal, and TJ Proctor is the running back. We're gonna hand it. No, this is a keeper. It's Westbrook in the end zone again. It's another touchdown for Austin Westbrook. Looking absolutely crazy to start this game, man. A couple very good runs for him. He took some hits. He took a lot of contact on that run specifically, but it was worth it for the touchdown here. 14-0, and Isiala now under pressure to produce something, and they do get a 1st down for Jordan Weaver. So far, by the way, Mike Vickerson being covered up completely, and now they're going to target him on the outside, and it's intercepted. Ben Baskerville takes it away, his 2nd interception in this episode. And I was just mentioning Mike Vickerson. They had him on lockdown this episode, and I mean, look at the coverage, man. It's off-man coverage for Ben Baskerville, and this is as tight coverage as it gets, and he's just going to take a 50-50 shot here, and it's going to turn out positively for DC State. Forced it to Mike Vickerson and had to pay for it there. Westbrook gonna get it away to George Stingley here on the outside. He's got some room to run, and that's gonna be 20 yards for the tight end, who is also a senior, so this is also his final year. Austin Westbrook crosses 6,000 passing yards with that. And now we've got a 1st and 10 from the 33. Westbrook's going to hand it off to Proctor to the outside. Perfect blocking, juking out the safety. What a game on the ground here. Proctor looks unstoppable. He has 7.7 yards per carry at the time. 2nd and goal, get it away. It's Wade Huntley into the end zone. It's another touchdown for DC State. And now this game is getting out of hand. 2 turnovers already for this Maryland offense, and we have capitalized on each turnover with another touchdown. And how are you gonna win a game like that? That's just awful, man. Isiala now under pressure to produce something, and they're gonna go with the quarterback keeper, and he is gonna fumble it away again. It's another fumble, and this is the 3rd turnover for this defense here in the 2nd quarter still. What a play. This time it is Nate Square. Now, technically, in the stat sheet, it's somebody else that gets credited with this fumble. But, I mean, look at the hit he's putting on him. I don't even know why he did not get the credit on that one. Pretty big hit for Nate Square there. And now TJ Proctor with a very nice run. And this, by the way, this fumble was in field goal range for us. So already a very short field, and we're giving it to TJ Proctor. He gets 12 yards on the run, get it away to Wade Huntley, breaking a tackle on the outside and falling out of bounds for another 1st down catch. So far, Westbrook's almost perfect on the day. 3rd and goal. Westbrook to the outside. It's caught, but not in the end zone. It's Garrett Wolf on the catch 4th and goal from the 2. We're going to go for it. We have been going for it all season long. And Westbrook is going to throw it. And he had the touchdown to Stingley, and he overthrows him out of bounds. And that's going to be a turnover on downs here. So Maryland got lucky on that one, and they got lucky on that run as well. Dawson barely got out. This is like on the half-yard line. 2nd and 12 turns into 3rd and 11. And they're going to run it with Dawsey, and he's got the first down. 18 yards on the run. 3rd and 11, man, you need to get off the field here. We could have had great field position. Instead, we're going to throw it, and Mike Vickerson's the target, and yet again, Ben Baskerville is all over it. We have an elite superstar receiver, a senior that's going to be a top 5 draft pick, and Ben Baskerville is all over him. 3rd and 8 for Isiala after that broken pass. And they do get the first down. Soft zone coverage by DC State. We're going to have a first down for Maryland here. And Isiala is going to take off running. And that's going to be a first down. 1st and 10 across midfield now for Isiala. And we're inside 2 minutes, by the way. So this is already close to halftime. And they're getting it done now. 3rd drive that's actually half decent. 2nd and 10 for Maryland, and again, soft zone coverage. Another first down for Zach Starks, the tight end. Move the sticks. 1st and 10, Maryland with 1 timeout left, 49 seconds on the clock. And Isiala is going to take off, and he does not fumble it this time, man. He again takes the contact, even though he should know better. 2nd and goal from the 4. And Isiala is going to spin and tries to get away from everybody, but Zeman is going to track him down, and that's going to be a sack. 3rd and goal for Isiala. 4-man pressure, and he's got some time to throw and throws it out the back of the end zone. 4th and goal. And they're going to take the points here from the 9. I would not go for this either. Maryland finally on the board after 3 first-half turnovers. At least they get something here. But this DC State defense has been a lot of pain. 21-3 at halftime, and so far TJ Proctor has been unstoppable. 13 attempts for 106 yards. That's 8.2 per carry, and that is a well-deserved player spotlight. As we're gonna go ahead to the second half now, and wide open is Wade Huntley to the outside, and that's 17 yards on the catch and run. 2nd and 10. Westbrook has got TJ Proctor in the backfield, and they are going to fall for it again. Read option. Westbrook takes the contact, but it does not matter. 15 yards on the play for Austin Westbrook. 1st and 10. Westbrook is going to have a keeper, and that's not going to go anywhere. And he is injured on the play as well as a defensive lineman for Maryland. So this is Larry Tonga in the game here. Handed off to TJ Proctor. No read option this time. Tonga is just not the athlete you're used to with Austin Westbrook here. Tonga still in the game. Handed off to Proctor. Another huge run sprung by him. 13 yards on that one. They cannot stop him, man. 15 carries, 130 yards already. And now Westbrook's back in the game. Gets it away on the pass. That's a touchdown. Wade Huntley in the end zone. And yet again, this Maryland defense can't stop DC State. Washington, the Washington District of Columbia State University is up 28-3 now. At the end of the 3rd quarter, we have had this story before, but that game was in Houston. So I hope this is not going to make a huge difference. And right on cue, Maryland has a 3-and-out, and they give the ball back to our offense. Wade Huntley is going to run it down the sideline. Jukes out the safety. What a catch and run for Wade Huntley. Man, with the addition of this alpha number 1 receiver here, this offense has been absolutely dominating this season. This is a level of dominance we did not have last year at all. As we're going to have Isaiah Stockton, and he tries to juke the safety. Didn't get it done, but still a very nice catch and run for Stockton. And now the fullback checks in. Hepburn, 2nd and goal. Westbrook is going to decide to run as the pressure was coming in, and he's going to take off himself. That's another touchdown. Westbrook has got a scrambling score as well. And DC State's now up by 35-3. We have just started the fourth quarter, and it's about to be over here. We're just gonna skip ahead to the end of the game. They did get a touchdown in garbage time, so did we. Doesn't really matter too much at all. Westbrook again. You just know it. Player of the game, 80% completion percentage, 5 touchdowns on the day. I think 3 through the air and 2 on the ground. Isiala was not able to put the ball in the end zone once, and Westbrook instead, 20 and 25, 244, 80% completion percentage, 3 touchdowns, no picks. I mean, it's basically a perfect stat line. We've got TJ Proctor for $147, 7 yards per attempt. Westbrook 5.3 per attempt. Ellington 7.8 per attempt. This run defense for Maryland was absolutely abysmal. They were not able to stop us. I mean, if they hadn't had so many turnovers on offense themselves, I think they could have made this a close game, and then they could have kept running it with Dossie, because we were not able to stop Dossie at all, man. That dude had wide open running lanes all day long, breaking tackles left and right, man. Instead, they forced it to Vickerson a couple times, and it was intercepted once. He only has 3 catches for 25 yards. So, I mean, a secret play of the game in this one is definitely Ben Baskerville. Elite performance by him, man. He was locked down. And I mean, 3 catches for 25 yards. That's soft zone catches. Just nothing worth mentioning, man. And yeah, Z-Man, Crook, Newcomb, all of them 1.5 sacks, and then we had some more by a linebacker, a safety, and a defensive tackle here. 2 forced fumbles, Manny Fine, and the other one, I mean, it was Nate Square, but it's getting credited to Nizialek. And yeah, no sacks for Maryland, no interceptions for Maryland, no forced fumbles for Maryland. That was just a horrible performance on defense for them. And with that, we actually get Big Ten Offensive Player of the Week for Austin Westbrook with his 5 touchdowns total. And even more commits. It's Quincy Azuma, 5-star defensive tackle. I know he's a right end here, but he's actually a defensive tackle in our system. 300 pounds, man. Actually 289, 6'3", 289. Azuma is a 5-star D tackle. I don't think he's quite as good as Max Levine, but man, the influx of talent here into this defensive line is pretty unbelievable. 3 5-stars this time around. Azuma has 86 strength, 84 power moves right off the bat, looks really good. And yeah, DC State still unbeaten, the only unbeaten team in the conference. 3-0 in conference actually, and with that, we're actually, yeah, 6 games out of the end of the season, halfway done. 6 more games, and next episode, it's gonna get a little bit tougher here. We played a couple easier teams today here, Maryland and UCLA. Syracuse was a non-conference game, but it's gonna be crunch time for the back half of the season. I think Illinois is still on our schedule. I think Ohio State is on our schedule, and Wisconsin. So it's going to be a lot tougher. I think Washington's also on the schedule. They always have a good team, man. So yeah, looking pretty decent so far this season. And that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe for more DC State Dynasty. See you in the next episode. Until then, have a great day.